I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
What up, Holmes? Welcome to Vato Talk. I'm K Dizzle. Hey everybody, welcome to Full Apex Media Podcast. It's your host, Corey. Of course, always joining me is Molly, Michelle, Andrew, and you guys might as well just welcome him into it anyway. Brandon, how's everybody
He's not
doing?
one of us.
We assimilated. We're just like the board. Well, we have been assimilated.
One of us.
One of us. I'm good.
Lord. We have a lot to talk about this week. Of course, Super Bowl. Within sports, we got some NBA talk. We also have some. I'm gonna not say decent gaming talk. I'm gonna say some incredible gaming talk. And Michelle is going to discover what it means to be black. Anyway, now what's Black History Month?
I was like, what is he gonna say?
I was scared.
Poor Michelle.
But first, how has everybody's week been?
It's been good so far.
Great. A little tiring, but great.
No, fine. Andrew's been partying since the Super Bowl ended.
Yeah.
He still got his jersey on and everything.
Yeah, I just had to wear it one more time, just remind the people who the best team was.
I need a nap.
Aw. Everybody's tired today.
Mhm.
Oh no, Molly, go.
I lost one of my glasses lens today, so I was blind for like 5 minutes while I fixed it.
No. The Velma. The Velma.
Oh,
Where
no.
Literally, I'm like a bat. I gotta use echolocation to find anything.
Twinkies.
Jinkies.
This week, at my other job that I shall not disclose here, I actually met some very interesting people. I think I told you a little bit about it this earlier today, Michelle, but I met some people from the UK this week.
Oh,
Cool.
And
You did mention that.
honestly, the nicest people, the nicest group of people ever. Like, I got invited to the UK if I ever went there for a cup of tea. In America, you would never get that.
no.
Nope.
They're like, come on for a cuppa.
Get off my
Yeah.
lawn.
That's like the nicest thing a British person could tell you is
Mhm.
coming over for a cup of tea. Because that
Probably
means
gonna
they actually do want to spend time with you.
It's probably going to start being like the dark version. It's going to be like Get Out, though, as soon as you come.
Now, here's the thing. It's not going to be the type of tea you're used to because you're in the South. You live in the South. It's not going to be the type of tea we're used to in the South.
It's not going to be sweet tea, that's for sure.
No.
Unless you add them cubes of sugar, it's not going to be sweet tea.
The heck no.
All right. I mean, I've drank tea bland before.
It's also going to be hot.
I mean, I drink hot tea, too. Like, what's the difference? Like,
What's going on here?
yeah.
What's going on here? What are you saying?
Oh, Lord. All right, everybody. Well, let's jump to it. First up, of course, as you guys know it, is sports. So I want you guys to grab your football, throw it at somebody. If it hits them in the nose, then run, because it'll be because of Andrew and Brandon with sports. My
Thank
jokes
you.
are just gonna get longer.
I've been hit in the
Longer
face
jokes,
with a
man.
football
Keep it up.
before, so.
Yeah,
I got
that's
hit in the head with
that
a
was
basketball
interesting.
once. And a football.
Oh,
And a soccer ball. Why do I? For someone who doesn't like sports, I got hit with way too many of the sports balls.
Yeah.
oh man. But yeah, anyway, thank you, Corey. This is Andrew with Brandon to bring you all the news with sports, and obviously we have to talk about the Super Bowl. I kind of meant my score prediction was live till the midway in the fourth quarter before that that pick six. I was like, dang, like why did that actually happen? But Anyway, so the Seahawks kind of, for most of the game, it was pretty clear that they were going to win. You know, they won 29-13, their second Super Bowl victory in their team history. You know, Sam Darnold, you know, free agent, first year on the team with the young head coach, you know, with his just ball hawking defense, just they were all over Drake May. You know, that picture kind of summed up the night for them on offense.
Yeah.
They could not move the ball at all. Brandon, what did you think about their 29-13 win?
So the Seahawks followed mostly what the Eagles did against the Chiefs, except for more blitzing from Witherspoon and the second level. Because this game, New England could not move the ball till when it was like, all right, this game's already over. Let's, you know, play a little bit of cushion on these receivers. Granted, I'll say this too, that's underrated. Give credit to the refs too, for allowing them to play. Because I think, you know, I heard this earlier today. It's like they let them play. There was some calls that, you know, they could have called in live time that they would have called in the regular season. But they let them play. They let them play physical. On both defenses were physical all night. There was no flags until like midway through the third. I think
it was pretty clean. Pretty clean.
It was a clean game, and then the first flag was in the third quarter. So I was like, that was refreshing to see. Another thing too, there was one that was questionable, was the late hit on Diggs. That ignited that scuffle on the first Pats touchdown drive. That probably should have been called because he was definitely out of bounds at that point. Ironically enough, that's when the streaker ran onto the field too.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, and also I'll give props to the Kenneth Walker. I really did not expect Walker to be the guy in this game to win the MVP. I really didn't. Kenneth Walker ran hard on a New England defense that actually was decent against the run all playoffs as well. So I'll give Kenneth Walker his props there at 100%. So those are the main takeaways for me. So
yeah, I mean, we're gonna talk this Friday. You know, stay tuned for the free agent preview. There's some pretty big names. I'm gonna be honest that you know, Seattle's got to find a way to have him stay, and you know, he's gonna get a good contract from that. You know, the Patriots, you know, even though, like, you know, they'll be back. They're a young team. Drake May's gonna be in his third year next year. Mike Vrabel's a good coach, but you know, I think the AFC could get some different representation potentially. The Patriots are gonna, you know, what is it, the nickname, the schedule or whatever. You know, they're gonna have a tougher schedule next year. You know, we'll see. But you know, I'm gonna kind of go into the top teams with the cap space. You know, it is crazy. Like Seattle had $75 million. That's among, you know, the Jets, the Raiders, the Titans. So, you know, I think the big thing maybe will be, like, without Kubiak, how is this offense gonna look like? I mean, I have to obviously give credit to Darnold. Like, he did miss one or two throws, but you know, he didn't turn the ball over. Like, he was the top QB leading in turnovers heading into the playoffs, and he just didn't do it at all.
There was a couple, though, that Gonzalez could have had in this game. There was a couple that could have been, like, if those went into Gonzalez's hands, like especially the one late in the first half that he was trying to fit into JSN, and Gonzalez had two hands on it. That was a pick there. I mean, it wouldn't have mattered really in the grand scheme of things, but the way New England's offense was playing. But I mean, there was a couple like Darnold could have had a couple picks as well in this game. So
yeah, it was still a game like at the beginning of the fourth. It's just, you know, New England, that one Drake May pick, like that was Chris Collinsworth was just like, I don't know what he saw. He just you know, he saw ghosts. Honestly,
I don't know. Oh, he saw ghosts. I think he was trying to throw to the Williams on the post, but he threw it late and it went behind. It might have got tipped at the line, and that's why it fell into Love's hands so easily. But the fumble was the one to me that broke the dam because they scored their first touchdown right off that fumble. So
Yeah. Honestly, Seattle winning, obvious, the offensive coordinators are like the hot commodity usually, but this was the first time a mostly defensive play caller as a head coach won it. So I don't know,
Yep.
we'll see. Like the Patriots' biggest weakness is obviously their offensive line,
Yep.
but and receiver. But again, like how are they gonna fix it? Because they were able to hide it for like most of the year. So it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. It did come out that Will Campbell had an injury. He did say he messed up his knee. I think it was his knee, but he said it was not an excuse of how he played. So I give Will Campbell credit for that he wasn't, making an excuse in that aspect. But it did come out that he was hurt. And then also having another rookie right beside him too was kind of a tough ask for the New England Patriots in the Super Bowl against that Seattle front. So
Right. Yeah. Real quick to go over some key dates. February 17th. That's when you can designate the franchise tag or the transition tag, and then the week after we got the NFL scouting combine, and then March 9th we got free agency. Stay tuned to our preview on Friday for that, and then March 11th that's when the new league year begins. I did see a few other headlines. Apparently NFL teams are pushing to create a rule to have like NBA style trades, kind of. I don't know how. I don't think they should do that.
No, heck no, because they already have the multi first round pick trades like the Colts this year with Sauce Gardner and Michael Parsons. They don't need to go 5 years out like the NBA does. That's different. Like the basketball drafts are different than the NFL drafts in my estimation. So on that.
Yeah. I don't know how they're gonna even handle that. And like teams are already like desperate, going all out with those moves already, and then it's not, always paying off.
No. Look at the Colts.
Yeah. They I mean, like good luck to them. But and then I saw like one or two other things. Derek Carr might unretire next year. I don't know if he's a pending free agent. I think he's still under contract. I think
he was still under contract with the Saints. Yeah, I think the Saints still have his control.
So that'll be interesting.
It'll be interesting if he unretires and see what happens with that. They'll probably will just cut him and go with Shuck at this point because Shuck is Kellen Moore's guy. But it's going to be interesting because the cap space for New Orleans is still going to be. They're still working on that cap space where the transition between owners was happening, and that's going to be interesting. But if Carr does unretire, so
right. And then speaking of like players coming back, Adam Gase joined the Chargers. I don't know how much impact he's going to have. But the big one over the weekend before the Super Bowl was the James Pierce thing. We could probably go more in depth on Friday, but
I think Friday would be the more in depth with him because
it's
all we can say is he got arrested for a lot of stuff that that a lot of players get arrested for, but all at once in this situation. So
his I mean, I hate to say because it's Atlanta, but they traded up in the draft, so they had 2 first-round picks on a similar position, and then one of them, it might be career-ending. I'm not even kidding because it's really bad.
It is.
So we can move on to like MLB and other sporting news. I think Kevin Durant is also an investor in Kalshi. I think, but it was announced that like Giannis joined. Yeah, how is this legal? Like, how are they allowed to do?
I don't. That is one thing I gotta look into to see how they're getting
Money.
away with it.
Money
So,
talks.
It's like
Money
it's like a
talks.
sponsor, maybe like a sponsorship kind of thing. But the fact that they're investors into the Rand Kalshi, it's crazy to see that. So
Yeah, I don't think they probably can't publicly like advocate for like a bet or something. Like, there's no way they can do that because that's literally like
yeah,
insider trading.
Insider
It's
trading,
a conflict of interest. Yeah, so there has to be something about that. But and then we got NBA All-Star weekend, but there were some replacements already with injury to SGA, Steph Curry. LeBron's not in it. It was announced today because he wasn't he broke his streak for like most consecutive games played.
No, so LeBron's in the All-Star game, but he just won't get awards at the end of the year. So
okay.
Yeah, so he'll play in the All-Star game. That's just for the end of the year awards. So he won't get all NBA first team, second team. He won't get like an all-team nomination. So
yeah, okay.
that breaks his streak of that. So
yeah, and then real quick, OKC was under investigation for sitting 10 players. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're all hurt. Like,
yeah,
like I think they're just running out of bodies. Like,
at this point, it's most of them. Like SGA's hurt. There's a few others that have injuries as well. Yeah, I think the NBA will find that they're all legit injuries with the OKC Thunder, and it won't be that big of a deal. But they could lose. They could get fined for sitting out national media games. You just never know what the NBA is going to do with that. So
yeah, I saw that Las Vegas and Seattle were favored for the NBA expansion vote.
Yes,
that sounds interesting.
if they bring back the Supersonics, I am buying one of those jerseys. I don't care. I'm not a Supersonic. I'm not a Supersonics fan, but I will buy one of the jerseys because I hated when they lost their team when they moved to Oklahoma City. When the new owners bought them and moved into Oklahoma City, because that brand was there for so long, like the '90s iconic. If they go with something with the '90s iconic logo and make it modernized, chef's kiss, chef's kiss. So,
yeah.
And then Vegas is the obvious one. Vegas is the obvious one with all the teams now, like the Athletics going to Vegas and the Raiders going to Vegas. That's the obvious one. So,
right. Yeah, we're going rapid fire with NBA, and then we're going to MLB, and then the Winter Olympics. We're going to have an update on that. But just I saw memes about this. It was like, it's just going to be a random Monday night. It was Monday. Pistons, Hornets, and then all of a sudden they were like fighting at the end, and coach is getting ejected.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, man, those Hornets are. I called it on this show. I called it on the sports podcast. Them Hornets are going to be scrappy, fighting for a play-in spot, and the Pistons are the best team in the East for a reason, and they're gonna. Them teams were passionate last night, so that was good. That was good. That was a good story coming out of that game.
One for that, I guess. Just passionate.
Yeah. And then we got some MLB news. I think Paredes was rumored to get traded, I think. And then Caleb Durbin did get traded. What are your thoughts on like that move, and then also the Pirates signing Ozuna? I've heard that name before.
Marcell Ozuna is a really good hitter, and he was on the Braves World Series team in 21. Ozuna for the Pirates is one of those signings that the Pirates wanted to go cheap and to get a hitter, and he could bring some veteran presence to that young team. It could be an interesting impact move for them. The Red Sox stuff, they're making strides with the AL East because it's still Toronto and New York's division. So that's what I got there, because the Red Sox are going to make moves to try to keep up with the Yankees and Blue Jays and the Orioles. Those are the three teams in my mind that are top of that division right now. So.
And then I saw there's a lot of stuff going on with the Winter Olympics.
Yep. Lindsey Vonn. It was unfortunate crash that happened on early Sunday morning before Super Bowl. Has that complex tibia fracture in the same leg that she tore the ACL on. Granted, it was the crash was due to her ski hitting the gate and causing her to lose her balance, not the knee necessarily, even though I did hear someone highlighted it could have been how the knee impacted the turn, but you never know what actually happened. A few other medals the U.S. won. Speaking of that downhill, Breezy Johnson won the downhill discipline for the U.S. gold. Alex Hall won the skiing slopestyle silver medal. The mixed doubles won silver today. And then Ilya Mahan, the quad god, as they call him, from Virginia, from Nova. Shout out Nova. He's in front right now for the men's, and he's on track to win a gold medal on Thursday. And then also this morning we had the slalom and downhill combined. USA won the bronze, but not with the pairing you would have thought would won a medal. It was the other U.S. pairing, as Michaela Schifrin and Breezy Johnson fell short in fourth place behind the other USA squad for the bronze by 0.06 seconds. And then obviously Ali Gu, who is also American, who's representing representing China, won silver in the freestyle free ski slopestyle, the skiing slopestyle event earlier this week as well. So plenty of other Olympic stuff. The snowboarding half pipes are later this week. Michaela Schifrin still has opportunities to win medals as well with the slalom and giant slalom this weekend. Big Olympics for the U.S. so far, and the hockey. The hockey's both men's and women's are actually performing really well, especially the women's. They beat Canada today handily in that. So looking forward to see what the hockey teams do. So
yeah, you can catch that at Total Apex Sports.
Yep.
We got all your coverage there, but that's all the news we have for sports. So yeah, take it away, Corey.
Thank you, Andrew. Thank you guys for don't forget to watch their podcast on Fridays here on Total Apex Media YouTube channel. Well, from the big lights of sports to the big lights of entertainment, it is me, Corey, with entertainment. And we have a lot to talk about from the Super Bowl. First up, let's talk about that Super Bowl performance. You know what? I just had to play this a little bit. Yeah. Look. Sound like a Will Smith. Sounds all you had to say is yeah. It sounds like a Will Smith. Oh, of course, the halftime show was one of the things being talked about, of course, this past Super Bowl week. Last year, it was Kendrick Lamar. This year, we had Bad Bunny for the official, what they're calling the official halftime show, since it was, officially from the halftime show. But of course, as everybody knows, there was another one.
Do we have to talk about the other one? Do we have to? Do we have
Talking
to?
about bone snapping, it looks like his about to snap in half.
I just wanted to show that real quick. Go back to the last slide real quick. So let's talk about one of the biggest moments this weekend, right? And honestly, it's one of the most talked about. This is probably one of the most talked about halftime conversations that we'll have this year, at least until next year. So, of course, on the official stage, you had Bad Bunny. And at the same time, you had Kid Rock, who led an alternative version of the halftime concert. I looked at a little bit of it, y'all, and he was clearly lip syncing.
Yes.
Which,
was.
if you're gonna do all the hype of all that stuff,
Sing
why
your
are you
songs.
lip syncing?
Sing your songs.
Good grief. All right, we'll start with Bad Bunny, though. Bad Bunny, of course, headlined the halftime show. It made history as the first Latino solo artist to lead the performance. And, of course, he did it largely in Spanish. Now, of course, there were some people out there who were complaining about, oh, I don't understand. Listen, enjoy the music. It doesn't matter if I sit here and I start doing some gibberish job, with a beat and whatnot. Like, if it's coming from the heart,
Feel it with your soul.
yeah, exactly. Y'all don't know nothing about no music if you're worried about the language. Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
Of course,
Wise words.
yes. The entire set leaned heavily into a Puerto Rican culture, of course. Of course, but into the heavily into the Puerto Rican culture, of course, Latin music and its identity, and we're talking massive choreography, a high concept visuals, of course, surprise guests, which we saw Pedro Pascal there, we saw Jessica Alba, we saw Cardi B, and even Lady Gaga performed. I think Ricky Martin. Did we see
Ricky Martin was there too, and then you had Alex Earl in the background. That's getting some controversy now because, she's that TikTok, the TikTok, Trump, like she's apparently voted for Trump in the past. So
okay.
That was getting some controversy, and then you forgot the main part of that. One of the main parts. I know you're not. I know you're not. That wedding, though.
I'm not there yet, sir.
Okay.
Stop.
Okay.
You're taking away his thunder, Brandon. You're taking away
I'm
his
sorry.
thunder.
My fault. I got excited. That wedding was fun.
But yes, of course, just like Brandon mentioned, there was a staged wedding, which, by the way, was not fully staged. It was real.
Ooh.
Reports are saying.
Holy crap.
Yes. Can you imagine? You have a story to tell for the rest of your life now. I went to the Super Bowl. I saw Bad Bunny. Me and my fiance got married at the Super Bowl, and our first dance was Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
And that, kids, is how I met your godfather, Bad Bunny.
Good grief.
Sorry, Corey. I apologize for stealing your thunder.
That's fine. Most people do it.
And their first child, Bad Bunny.
Fans praised the representation, the energy, and the fact that the NFL gave a global Latin superstar the biggest stage in American entertainment history. But like anything at the scale, it also sparked debate. Some viewers loved the cultural focus and whatnot. Others felt the messaging leaned a little too political, and which honestly is nothing new for the Super Bowl halftime show.
No, that's usually a lot of celebrity use for their halftime shows when they do anything.
Yeah. Of course, the performance drew a massive global attention. It's probably one of the most watched things on YouTube today, I would think. And in a move that got people talking even more, Bad Bunny did something nobody thought he would do. He didn't delete his Instagram. He wiped his Instagram completely, which triggered something in a lot of people. People are wondering, is it a new album rolling out? Is it a rebrand, or is it just, post Super Bowl, tiredness? Does he need a break? Either way, he's going to be trending for a long time. Now, go to the next slide.
I was preparing myself.
All right, everybody, we had to talk about the elephant in the room. Kid Rock's, alternate halftime event. So, at the same time, there was an official halftime show aired. Kid Rock headlined a separate, independently streamed All-American, quote-unquote, halftime concert online. This was not NFL affiliated at all. and in fact, it was its own event. It built its own like alternative, viewing experience. So his set leaned heavily into patriotic imagery, apparently rock and country energy, and a crowd-driven live concert vibe. He performed a mix of his biggest hits and covers, with the event running around half an hour and pulling apparently a strong online viewership. And yes, it was very intentionally positioned as a counter moment, of course, to the official halftime show. So, of course, cultures clash because of this. This created one of the most fascinating dynamics we've seen, of course, in Super Bowl years. Two halftime shows, two audiences, two completely different tones. On one side, you have global pop, Latin culture, massive spectacle. On the other one, you got Americana, rock, country energy, and grassroots digital audience.
Oh my God.
And both were trending at the same time. So what is the big picture takeaway on this? Super Bowl halftime shows used to be just about music. Now, they spark identity conversations, they speak generational debates, and discuss about who the Super Bowl was really for. Basically, what they did was they segregated it.
Basically.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Of course, Bad Bunny was more about delivering global love, but Kid Rock was more about America. And listen, I love America. I'm American. I love America. I love America. But I also love the world. I'm also going to love my neighbor. I'm also going to love the person down the street. I'm also going to love the people that I met this weekend and whatnot. We all live in the same place. We all breathe the same air. Come on.
Yep.
So, moving on from there, though, it wasn't all about politics and stuff. It was also mostly about what's mostly important: the Super Bowl ads. What did you guys think of the Super Bowl ads?
I heard. I was unfortunate. Unfortunately, I was not able to watch any of these. I actually have to go back and watch them myself. But I heard that a lot of people are saying that AI was used in a lot of these ads.
They did digitally de-age a lot of people. AI wise.
Yeah, and so I'm just like, okay.
So some of the ones that stood out was of course I enjoyed it. Ben Stiller and Jensen and Benson Boone as brothers. Just because I love seeing Ben Stiller do comedy, it doesn't matter if he's doing a commercial.
Yeah, that one was actually funny. I like that one.
Did y'all see the tight ends prostate commercial the NFL one day they did? That was probably one of my got me to chuckle. Me and my mom chuckled a little bit watching the game. So
there was also, just like mentioned, there was a Dunkin' Donut Goodwill Hunting one.
Oh yes. Yeah.
I was inspired.
That
seemed like an AI. Someone put all of this in one AI and do something with it. Oh Lord, I'm so sorry, y'all.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was like get as many cameos of like a lot of like nostalgic actors and actresses. But I don't know. I don't know about like the creativity out of this bunch of ads. I mean, also like they play a lot of them early. Like they leaked a lot of them, so it's not even like they don't feel special. To be honest.
Yeah, and then I was surprised there was a Backstreet Boys kind of reunion thing going on for T-Mobile and everything. Mm-hmm. Some of the other commercials that we saw, of course, were let's see, that feature. I'm going to go through some of these real quick. Skechers had Sofia Vergara on there as their spokesperson. Let's see. Squarespace had Emma Stone as their spokesperson.
That one was. I actually like that one. That one was fun.
TurboTax had Adrian Brody. Raisin Bran had William Shatner.
Oh, I did see the Mandalorian one.
Well, we're not
Yeah.
there yet.
You're
We're
not there.
You're
Now you're stealing
you guys
Corey's.
are going ahead.
I feel relieved now. I feel relieved. I'm not the only one.
We're not there yet.
Sorry.
All right. But these are just a couple of them. I'm gonna breeze through them. My favorite, though, because I'm a big fan of his, a big fan of the Lonely Island, the Hellman's mayonnaise commercial that showed up. He
With
played-
Sandberg? With Adam Sandberg?
Andy Samberg.
Andy
played-
Sandberg. Not Adam.
Yes.
What am I doing?
Andy Samberg played basically Neil Diamond.
Oh, wow.
Not Neil Diamond, and he killed it. And then, of course, Elle Fanning showed up as well on there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's fun. You could tell there's some Lonely Island humor in it and whatnot. Another one that stood out, of course, was Skittles, which had Elijah Wood in it. Well, I watched a bunch of these today. The one that kind of will hit you in the nostalgia, arm, of course, is Xfinity's Jurassic Park.
Yes, that one.
Yeah, I like that one,
was
but
awesome.
I like that one, but at the same time, I didn't because they de-aged them so bad. Like it was so noticeable.
Well, they probably went with how much they could afford.
Mhm.
So
Did we get an image of Jurassic Park or?
no. I mean, these are just representations. This is just a representation.
To tell me. You mean to tell me?
But if you
You're talking Jurassic
guys.
Park.
If you guys want to check out all these ads, of course, I would suggest you either head to the company's YouTube pages or, on a down low, maybe go check out one of them compilations that somebody put together.
Yeah, that's the easy one. That's the easy way of doing it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The Pringles one was also really good. That was funny.
Mhm.
And finally, before the gun was jumped, we also got movie trailers. This is
Movies!
We have, of course, we talk about movies from time to time, but this is probably one of the biggest times. Surprisingly, no Marvel this year.
That was a shocker. No Spider-Man, no Doomsday. I understand
No
Doomsday.
wonder it's snowing and icing everywhere.
No. But let's talk about it. So studios, of course, came swinging it this year, dropping first looks, of course, teasers, full trailers. Most of them kind of came out earlier during the week. So you kind of saw them ahead of time, which kind of took the fun out of it a little bit. But still, we got, and I'm just going to go through a couple of them. I'm not going to go through too many of them here. Project Hail Mary, which stars Ryan Gosling, in a sci-fi survival story where in the it looks like he meets a rock that kind of imitates him a little bit, like a rock spider thing. Supergirl, of course, which of course we've talked about on here before. Which gave us it's given us a fresh look at Kara Zor-El. I'm about to say Cora. And of course,
Probably one of my favorite movie spots was that the Supergirl one because it showed Crypto.
It showed Puppy Crypto.
It showed Puppy
Puppy.
Crypto. So
Yeah, which means eventually we have to see like a Super Cat or something show up. The animated movie Hoppers, which is I think Pixar's, or is it Pixar or Disney? Yeah, Pixar.
It's Pixar non-Toy Story film this year, like their own original.
Yeah.
Finally an original.
Apparently everybody has said that it's animated, weird, and surprisingly heartfelt. When it's a story of a teen who uses experimental tech to control a robotic beaver. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone because of the word beaver. Anyway.
I mean.
We also have Disclosure Day, which is coming from Steven Spielberg.
Yeah.
This is giving Close Encounters of the Third Kind vibes a little bit.
Yeah, I think more Close Encounters than War of the Worlds, but I like that spot too. I like that one.
Right.
Can I request a summary of one image that's taken my attention?
Which one?
The one with the weather map.
That's Disclosure Day.
Okay, I was making sure that's the one y'all were talking about.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. So Emily Blunt is a weather woman in it, but I think based on what she gets the encounter in this situation, if I'm correct, based on what I've seen.
There's no real clear.
Yeah, there's no weird. It's been mysterious of what's going on with it.
Of course, like Michelle mentioned earlier, we have the Mandalorian and Grogu. It wasn't really it was just a little treat. It wasn't a teaser much of anything, and it didn't really do much, but it was just a little treat to let us know. We have Minions and Monsters coming out, which is the next Minions movie. We have Super Mario Galaxy movie coming out, and I'm sure there'll be some more Nintendo stuff. We have Scream 7 coming out.
Yes.
Put Sidney Prescott back in the go. I would be so tired. If I'm her, I'm tired. I am tired.
You know what? Too, they're trying to overcome the Melissa Barrera stuff. And,
yeah.
The big stuff with her, the Palestine stuff. They're trying to overcome it, and it's caused a lot of internet discourse. Obviously, with like fans that do they want to see it or do they not want to see it to support Melissa and Jenna.
Right.
I'm a guy that likes the Scream.
Jenna had nothing to do with it. She was just busy.
Yeah.
She
but
had
no. Well, I know Jenna technically, but it's just at the same time, it's like one thing leads to another and leads to another.
Right.
And I'm still gonna see it, because I'm a huge Ghostface fan, and
I'm getting Matthew Lillard back.
Yes, hopefully.
Matthew Lillard.
We also are getting Masters of the Universe. So if you have the power. Anyway.
Hopefully it's better than the last Masters of the Universe movie.
Dolph Lundgren one with Courtney Cox.
I don't know. Masters of the Universe.
And then finally, the one I've been looking for, which I was very surprised that they had a trailer for already, The Adventures of Cliff Booth. This is a sequel to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, but surprisingly enough, not directed by Quentin Tarantino. David Fincher is taking up the mantle, and I'm sure that conversation was just like, hey, David, I'm still working on my last feature, but I kind of have an idea for a story. Do you mind directing this so this is not my 10th last film?
Wait, is this like supposed to be like a good voice impression of...
No, it's a good voice impression of you, Molly. Anyway... You're like, whatever. But really,
I'm surprised you didn't talk about Michael.
Well, I'm.
I stole it again. I'll go sit in the corner. I'm in timeout.
It's okay. It's fine. Listen, it's okay. It's okay. I was saving Michael for last because yes. There is a Michael Jackson movie coming out this month. It was supposed to come out last year, but due to some very legal stuff, they had to postpone it. But Michael is being played by his nephew, Jafar Jackson, who honestly almost looks like him a little bit and whatnot. You also got Coleman Domingo in it playing Joe Jackson. So I really want to see where it lines up with the old Jackson 5 TV movie they did back in like the late 80s, early 90s a little bit.
At least the hair's on point.
Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, so what was it? Is there a Fast and Furious? Is there a Fast and Furious ad for the roller coaster TV? Yeah, but that's an ad for like a theme park thing. I'm sticking to
it. I think Fast 10 comes out next year, if I'm correct.
11.
Fast 11 comes out next year. That's what it is.
Fast and Furious is the new Oceans movies. Oceans, whatever it is called.
No,
there's not even that many Oceans movies. No, not even close.
Fast and the Furious has been around before the current iteration of the Oceans. Because there was an old Oceans movie that they did back in, like, I think the 70s?
Yes. I think it was the 70s, 70s.
Yeah. So, But all these movies being advertised, but this leaves questions to why no Marvel anything. Some of the big contenders think that Marvel's going to present something, of course, at CinemaCon this year, and that's where we're going to start seeing everything. So, my question is this, and this is for the audience, all right? Which one of these trailers actually delivered for you? Are you excited? Are you excited for something, or are you just like, yeah, I'll wait for it to come on Blu-ray and digital? You guys leave a comment, subscribe, like, let us know. All right. For entertainment, this has been Corey. Thank you, Corey. No. I should do like one of those like wipes. Like
a wipe. Wipe.
Thank you,
That was Corey with entertainment, and I'm Corey here as your host.
Hi, I'm Corey. Well, from entertainment from the big screen to entertainment on the computer screen or small screen or controller. It's gaming with Molly.
Thank you, Corey. Today, I'm Molly, and today I only have one story, and it's one that's going to impact a lot of people, and it's probably going to make a lot of the younger ones a little bit angry because Discord is making some changes to their safety when it comes to what you can and cannot see on their platform. So starting in early March, the platform will automatically place all users between ages 13 and 17 into stricter teen-focused safety settings by default. So if you are between the ages of 13 and 17, you're not going to have access to anything which is considered adult. Okay. So the company says the goal is simple. Give teens a safer, more controlled experience the moment they join the platform. And this update arrives as they're trying to rebuild the trust from last year's third-party vendor breach that exposed around 70,000 government ID photos. So the timing and the scrutiny is kind of intense. Okay. Now, the Discord does say that it is a safety for the teens. That's the whole priority. And so Savannah, I live in Georgia. I should be able to say that name. Savannah. I do not know how to say her last name. Holy crap. I'm worried I'm going to say it wrong. The company's head of product policy emphasized that these protections are launching in time for Safer Internet Day. Actually, wait, that exists? Safer Internet Day? I didn't know that. I'm learning so much. I just learned that there was a puzzle day and a pizza day all this week. Anyway, and are designed to balance safety with privacy. So what is going to be changing for teens? There's going to be stronger content filters that blur out sensitive material, restricted access to age-gated servers, channels, and commands, a separate inbox for message requests from strangers, warnings on friend requests from unknown users, and staged channel limits where only verified adults can speak. And let's see, age verification is also getting an upgrade. And basically it's going to be on-device facial age estimation. That is going to work splendidly. Because any and all cameras just work every single time when it comes to taking your image. Government ID checks handled by outside vendors again. That's going to work. And a new age inference model that quietly helps categorize accounts.
Fun.
So basically, they're doing what all other sites are starting to do around the world right now. It's just
Yeah,
age and
basically.
everything. Yeah. And
Yeah,
it's a safety, but it's also I can kind of get behind this a little bit just because like it's a safety issue.
it is a safety issue, but at the same time, I'm wondering if they're gonna be able to correctly implement it and not still have the same issues as the data breach from last year that exposed 70,000.
That's the big thing too, because that's
the big thing.
yeah.
So I'm on board with children's safety when it comes to internet access. Don't get me wrong, but if nothing's going to change and they're just basically putting a shiny red bow on the old toy, then it's not going to do anything anything different, and these children are still going to be exposed to adult rated content. So, and they're not going to be as safe as they were. So I'm gonna be tentatively optimistic about what's going on.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna hold my breath.
Here's the thing, and we've all grown up, through the 90s and the 2000s. If I hate to sound like this, but if a teen wants to look at that kind of stuff or whatever,
this is true.
They're gonna find a way.
They're gonna find a way.
They're gonna find a way. It's like Jurassic Park. It always finds a way.
Right.
Yeah, but in this case, guys, it's not just what they can see, but who can talk to them.
Yep.
Because there is a lot of situations where adults abuse their access to young people.
Right.
And some of us grew up in the 80s and we survived without access to the internet. So I think the teens will be okay. If they can't access the stuff.
I'm more hoping that the way that they kind of limit and filter out unknown persons towards minors' accounts works as it should, because that's what I'm mostly scared of. I could honestly them being able to see like raunchy photos is not high on my list of that's not what I want them to look at. No, it's the people that they're coming in contact with that I'm more worried about. Because honestly, if they wanted to find that image, they can basically Google anything and they can still find it. So
you got VPNs and all this stuff.
Yeah, VPNs and all that stuff.
Right. So it's protection from people who are who have bad intentions. That's the real issue.
Yeah.
I anticipate a rough rollout. As a Discord user myself, I don't use adult content on Discord. I don't think. I mean, I don't know what they classify as adult content necessarily.
The corn word.
Corn.
Oh, and apparently, Discord is going to launch something called a teen council as well. And basically it is for 10 to 12 year old it's a council of 10 to 12 young users who will advise on product decisions and safety features. I don't know how to feel about that. Teens can apply through May 1st. Discord says the council will help ensure the platform understands, not assumes, what teens need.
I don't know if I trust that. What the teens we have in America, I don't know if I trust that.
I don't trust it either, especially if I'm gonna be very mean about this just because I've seen how councils work. If the what is it called, Corey? The group of people that do the movie ratings before movies come out.
Critics?
No, not them. There's an actual council for it.
For the ratings.
The rating system?
Basically, they rate the movie before it goes to theater for the wider public to watch. I cannot remember what it's called. Basically,
the MBPA. I think that's what it is. The MBPA.
And they are basically just a bunch of white people. I've only seen white people be on this council for movie ratings and everything. But anyway, I'm worried that they're going to limit the the pool of people they grab for this council. So teenagers from just like one demographic rather than, a wide demographic.
Well, we won't know until they do it. So true. I'm gonna hope for the best.
I'm gonna hope for the best, but I'm not gonna hold my breath.
Is there a date?
Let's see. They are trying to get it done by. Well, it's starting in early March, so it's probably gonna start like within the next month. So hopefully they'll start in the month. But other than that, and teens can apply through May 1st, but the rollout is going to happen starting March. So, yay. Roll out early March. Verified adults will regain full control of their settings, while teens will remain in the protected environment until they age up or appeal their classification. It sounds like they're in an adoption center.
Yeah,
you're aging out of the settings. Yay, you're graduating. Or how in the world are they going to appeal their classification? Is my thing.
Well, see, here's the thing though, because some adults are going to have a difficult time being classified as adults from the images. True. So you're going to run into some people that get misclassified. I did see, they do have the third party ID verification as another option. So assuming the facial recognition part doesn't work, you'll have to send in your ID or a copy of it.
I'm just going to assume that they're going to do that driver's license photo thingy. And I do know that that minors have, in Georgia at least, they have a vertical driver's license rather than a horizontal, like adult that people above 18 get.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was weird when it happened. It happened after I got my driver's license and everything, but they rolled it out to where it would be easier for people to identify minors when it came to their driver's license, because theirs is vertical. Everything is in a vertical portrait, and adults over 21 are like landscape or something like that.
Yeah, we just had a different pull down background, like a different color behind us.
Georgia, before that, Georgia just had the red rim around the picture that just said under 21.
Yeah, I don't know what they do now, but we just had a different color behind us in our pictures.
Yeah. Well, but that is all I have for gaming. So there's that. Back to you, Corey.
Thank you, Molly. All right. From living the life in The Sims to just living real life. Here's living with Michelle.
I'm still gonna laugh every time at the angry gorilla in front of the flowers.
Yep.
Anyway, hi everybody. I'm Michelle. I'm doing your lifestyle stuff for today. And before I get to my real topic, I actually had thought of something while the guys were talking about the Super Bowl. Let me see if I can share this, because I really want to share this with you guys. Here it is.
It's always a thing when the Super Bowl can inspire.
Oh,
yes.
Mattel.
Oh my gosh. No.
Mattel is releasing a Seahawks Barbie. Let's see if we can make her image. We'll open, see if we can make it bigger. There we go. And yeah, so she's got her foam finger, she's got her visor there, and yeah.
Where was this for the Eagles last year? I want to know. Where is this for the Eagles? Come on now.
I mean, there may have been one,
but
I
don't know.
She'll set you back $35. She is a pre-order, and she's not expected to ship until September. So you'll have to wait a hot minute for your Super Bowl LX Seattle Seahawks Barbie doll. But there you have it.
This is like an SNL skit waiting to happen. Where
it will happen. That's going to happen.
You got the Boston one that's really drunk. You got the.
If they need to name her Sharon because she looks like a Sharon. The ultimate Karen is a Sharon.
If you do decide you want one, you need to go to the Mattel Creations website, which is creations.mattel.com, and that's where you can pre-order the doll. So there it is.
When you pulled that up first, I thought that was the bush from the Bad Bunny. I just saw the green.
The bush people.
Yeah.
They were people.
Yeah,
they were.
They
were talking about it. I was like, holy crap.
Yeah, I didn't see it, so I'm not sure what you're talking about, but now I'll have to go find out. But yeah, so in case you're a big fan, go order your Barbie. I'm sure she's going to be worth $35 in the future.
I didn't hear about this last year. Barbie.
They did the Seahawks wrong with that.
Well, I didn't know you last year, so
darn.
But actually, in my actual topic for today, I did want to talk about Black History Month. And I actually became aware that some interesting things happened today in Black history. And so one of our amazing writers, Vanessa Cavett, actually wrote an article just today about things that took place today on February 10th. Back in 1964, the U.S. House of Representatives voted to pass the Civil Rights Act, which they had debated for 70 days. It wasn't signed into law until July 2nd, but still pretty big deal that had happened on this day. Also, and you'll see Martin Luther King is there, as well as Malcolm X, right? Am I right?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, come on now.
I'm not good at recognizing. Anyways, apologies. I just didn't want to misstate. Ms. Roberta Flack was born on this date. And so that's why we're seeing her here. Amazing artist. And also another article on our website there is about the Harley riders, the Black Harley Davidson riders clubs. And this gentleman here that you see pictured, he was, and that article was actually called Overlooked History of American Black Motorcycle Clubs, since I'm stumbling over my words, and I really apologize for that.
It's okay.
This gentleman here was the first African-American to have a Harley Davidson dealership. So, and we have a link to that YouTube video in the article, which you can find at totalapexentertainment.com. So, being Black History Month, we're doing our best to try to cover as many of these amazing topics and moments in history and the extraordinary people who have contributed to our great country, which has made it the country that it is today. And it's important that we remember our history as Americans rather than trying to reframe it in a way that is incorrect. So that's my feelings on it. Slightly brighter subject, Valentine's Day is also coming up, so we have a lot of those topics on our website too.
Have yourself a Black History Valentine Day.
I mean, they happen at the same time. So,
or what is it? Galentine's is a thing now. What is that whole thing?
Galentine's Day is, you know, girls or women celebrating together, and that they don't need a man.
I don't need no man.
That's one thing. You don't need no man. You can walk away, set that thing on fire, and I will say this about Black history. As somebody who grew up, well, you know.
Black.
She said it, not me. I experienced honestly a lot of different things. One of my great grandfather, from what I remember, was not part of like the A team of the Tuskegee Airmen, but kind of like the B team and whatnot, if I remember correctly. But he was he saw a lot. He went to my grandfather and my great uncle went to go see Martin Luther King.
Wow.
And whatnot. And when I asked my grandfather, it's like, oh, okay, well, what was that like? He was like, he was just a guy up there talking. Just very nonchalant. He was like, he was okay. Kind of preachy. And whatnot.
Yeah.
But for anybody out there who is, you know, wanting to understand Black history, look at what Black people are doing now and whatnot. You know, look at Black comic book artists. Look at Black actors. One of the most celebrated actors till this day is not even around anymore. It's Chadwick Boseman. People still celebrate and everything. So I suggest you guys look up Black history stuff completely, and then not just for this month, all year.
Yep.
Absolutely. And also make a point of seeking out Black-owned businesses, small businesses in your area. It's always a good idea to support small businesses in your area, but you know, make an extra effort to find, you know, those businesses maybe you've never been to. Like I have a good friend who keeps encouraging me. She wants me to go to the place where she buys all her hair stuff and her cosmetics and stuff. And I'm like, okay, I'll go. You know, she's Black. So she's like, you're allowed to go there. I'm like, okay.
That's also the thing. Yeah, don't be afraid. All right. Listen, you're invited to the barbecue. All right.
Yay!
Plus,
barbecue at Corey's.
You know for sure that if you go to a Black-owned restaurant, 98% of the time the food is going to be freaking delicious. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So
agreed.
Well, hold on just 1 second now. Hold on for a second. I'm
Call her out. Call her out.
There's some of them restaurants you might want to avoid.
That's why I said 98%, not 99%. Okay.
There are restaurants owned by all kinds of people that you should not go to.
True.
Yeah.
True.
There's a restaurant down here. They call it Ann's, I want to say. Let me look it up real quick. Ann's.
Yeah, give them a shout out.
And well, it's Anna's Barbecue. It was open, but
oh no.
Yeah, apparently it's showing as closed.
Oh no.
It was one of my favorite places to go. The rule was this: if you go to Ann's, if you're in the little area where they're cooking and whatnot, you don't stand, you sit down. If you curse, you get kicked out.
That's a good
rule.
That was her rule. Even after she died, they kept up to that rule.
That's good.
That is awesome.
That's a good rule to live by.
I'm always trying to learn more about people's experiences that are different than mine. Because obviously my life experiences are very different from all of you. So I have a lot. I always am learning. And I think it's important to remember that we never should stop learning. And it's important to always broaden your horizons. And the only reason we are afraid of things is because we don't understand it. So there's no reason to be afraid of people who are different than you.
Yeah.
Right.
For sure.
Just get educated.
Yeah.
Preach.
All right, everybody. Well, I think that's it. I think we covered everything. We saved the world. We solved the issues. We sacrificed things. Which is why I probably have this bloody. Oh wait, never mind. Anyway. Guys, it has been a blast. Thank you guys again for doing this, for joining us each week. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, hit that bell notification if you're on YouTube. Follow us on all of our social medias. Of course, Total Apex Media, at Total Apex Media, insert here, social media. So, Andrew, you're better at that.
We have the Instagram, that's still popping off. Eventually, I will get the clips from, the previous sports podcast up there, but
Andrew just called me out. Holy crap.
No. I've been
Andrew just called me out.
No. You got it.
Yep.
I've been super busy. But
you can find us on X. You can find us on Blue Sky.
Yep,
You can find us pretty much everywhere. Just search for Total Apex Media and we'll turn up.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And don't forget to hit our websites, totalapexentertainment.com and totalapexsports.com. I want to keep saying it.
And Total Apex Herald.
Yes. Yep. Yes. This time, Brandon, you're allowed to step on my foot.
I know. I'm sorry. Hey, I know. It's been a theme all night. I'm sorry.
He's so good.
Head over to our Herald section. Most of those will also be linked to all of our websites anyway for you guys to go check out. So, all right, everybody. Well, for Total Apex Media Podcast, this has been Corey, Molly, Michelle, Andrew, and Brandon. You guys have a nice week.
Oh, I gotta hit the button.
You gotta hit the button.
Michelle.